Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around.
Hello. How my YouTube friends doing today? Hope everyone is having a good day today. Y'all, it's your girl Jackie and I'm back on your stream. And I'm back on y'all's stream today with another video. Actually, today's video, you all, is going to be a little chit chat. It's going to be part 2 of my sit down chit chat. Y'all know a couple of videos back, I had, excuse me, I had a little chit chat of my life. Well, this is my chit chat part 2. I had asked some of my friends here on YouTube if y'all like to hear the story of my life. If y'all like to hear videos like this, then I wouldn't mind putting them out if I could help someone, by telling the story of my life. If I can help someone, maybe inspire someone, encourage someone, motivate someone, or just keep someone from going down the path that I went down. If I can do that, y'all, then that's what I want to do. So that's what I'm here for today. I'm on your stream today because I'm going to do part 2 of my sit down chit chat story time. We left off on the last video, you all, I had told you all that I had to go back to high school and graduate. I told you all that I had gotten me a job, got me a career. I had told you all that I came out the streets and started raising my kid. I got me a place to stay so I didn't have to sleep on anybody else's couch. Y'all know I told y'all about those friends that I had. So in the previous video, those are all the things that I told y'all that I went through and the things that I had succeeded. But oh boy, I wasn't done with this, y'all. This story time is far from done. There's a lot more went on, you all, before I got to where I'm at today. There was a lot more that has went on. Okay, so let's pick up from where I left off. I left off went back to school, went to college, did a year and a half of college. College wasn't for me, so I went to took up a trade, and that's the career that I am in here today. Y'all, the second part to this, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. I met a man. I met a man, y'all, and when I say I met a man that thought, y'all hear me, I thought loved me. I met a man that I thought I loved him. Y'all, he was much older than I was, and I'm thinking, okay, this gonna be the perfect match here because I'm done with all the stuff that's out there in the street. I'm done with all of that. I got my little baby here that I'm trying to raise, and maybe he can help me raise my kid. This is all the things that I'm thinking, y'all. Everything started out beautiful until we got into probably about the first year. We dated for about the first year. No, I'm telling the tale. Probably, y'all, the second year. Everything was good till the second year. I got pregnant. Yeah, I got pregnant. So y'all keep in mind, I got pregnant at 16. So I got one kid already. That's not his, but I have one kid already. And I turns around now 2 years later, y'all. I'm 18 years old on my second child. And I'm pregnant by this older guy that was so abusive. Yeah. He was so abusive. I remember the first incident that he and I had. I never will forget it. And it's been years, y'all, years. But I never will forget it. I remember the first incident that he and I had that let me know that he was just a monster. I had went to work. He had went to work. And we was living together. So he come home from work, and when I got off work probably about an hour before he did this particular day. And we put a pack up. When I got off work, I didn't take out anything to cook that morning. because I was trying to get 2 kids together to go to daycare. I was trying to get myself together for work. So I didn't take out anything to cook, you all. But what I did do, when I got off of work, I made it home an hour before he did. So I took out a pack of pork chops and put the pork chops in some water, went upstairs, get my shower and all that, and I was going to come back down later on and cook. Y'all, when this man walked in from work and it was not anything on the stove cooking, he went ballistic. He took the pork chops out the sink and threw them all over the kitchen in a whole rage. He was in a rage. He threw the pork chops all over the place. He called me as he was throwing those pork chops all over the place, y'all. He was yelling, calling me every name but the child of God. Now, y'all keep in mind, I have been in some situations in my life. I hadn't been in a situation where I was getting whooped. I hadn't been in a situation where a man was calling me all kind of hoes and bitches and nothings, calling me anything that he could say to me to hurt me, he did it. Anything he could do to me to hurt me, he did it. After that little incident, you all, I called myself being mad. I was confused. I was confused because I guess I shouldn't use the word confused, you all. I was scared. I was scared, for one, because I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills if I got rid of him. I looked at myself as if I'm 18 years old. I have 2 children. And if I put this guy out, how will I support myself? Even though I had a job. But my job wasn't paying enough for me to support myself, pay my bills, and support myself and 2 children. I want to say this to any young lady that's out there. If you are in an abusive relationship, marriage, whatever the situation might be, if it's an abusive one, get out of it. I don't care if you got to go live in a cardboard box. If you got to go to the shelter, get out of it. That was my first sign, and I should have gotten out of it, but I didn't. He apologized to me. Y'all know how the men do, don't y'all? Act like y'all don't know how they do. They bait us in, they baby us up. This will never happen again. I was just having a bad day. I was just angry. You the love of my life. I love you. Don't leave me. Y'all know how they do. And all of that he said to me, it bought that 18-year-old. It bought me. So when he said all of that, and he came along with a little cash with it, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Lord knows I can't lie. Every time me and that man would get into it and he would beg me back, he always came with a couple of $100. But y'all, at that time, I thought that was awesome. Y'all, them $100 wasn't nothing up against my life. It wasn't nothing up against the disrespect. Them $100 that man was giving me wasn't nothing compared to who I am and what I stand for. But I let this man come with these few pennies. And I thought that this man really loved me. This man gave me $400 or $500. I thought he loved me. Okay, y'all. So he threw the pork chops that particular day. It got to the point, y'all, I was at my parents' house visiting. And it was on the weekend. He didn't have to work. I didn't have to work. I was at my parents' house visiting. And he called me. And when he called me, I told him I'll be home shortly. I was sitting here visiting mom and dad. Y'all, I went home probably about an hour later. And I went home because I already knew how he was. I was still already scared, from what had happened about a month ago. So I'm kind of scared that if I don't go on and go home, then this guy is going to try to call me out my name again, He probably throw something else at me like he did the pork chops. And I don't want to go through all of that. So I'm kind of afraid of him, y'all. I'm going to just be honest with you. So I went on and end my visit with my parents. And I get home. Lord behold, y'all, when I got home, he was sitting in there on the couch. That man, y'all, that man went to calling me all kind of names again. That man went to hooping and hollering. This time, that man grabbed me by the back of my neck. Yeah. He grabbed me by the back of my neck. I didn't weigh not even 150 pounds soaking wet, y'all. He grabbed me by the back of my neck and he slung me across the room. He slung me across the room. He came over there where I was. And he started punching. He was still cursing, being real ugly. He was punching me. I got up. My 2 children still there. I got up afraid of this guy. And I ran upstairs. We had upstairs and downstairs apartment. And I ran upstairs and I locked myself in the bedroom. Oh, that really, really pissed him off. He was banging at that door. I wouldn't open the door because I was terrified. I had not ever been through abuse. I had never been through physical abuse. So I was terrified. Y'all, I'm saying all this to say again to my young folks and my older people that's going through it now. Because you got some older women that's going through this abuse and they shouldn't allow it. I'm saying it to my older people and I'm definitely speaking to my young women. Y'all, don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. It goes on and it goes on and goes on. Once a man feels like he can disrespect you, that's a pattern. He continues to disrespect you. When you got a man, and this I have known to be true, when you have a man in your life and you let that man disrespect you more than once, he might do something one time, not fight you, but do something one time or say something one time that you didn't like. But if you let him get away with it, he gonna do that again. If you let a man disrespect you, he gonna continue to disrespect you. If you let a man cheat on you, which that's gonna be a whole nother sit down, y'all. You let a man cheat on you and you take that sucker back, that sucker gonna cheat again because you allowed him to disrespect you. But going on back to this situation with this here fella that I was dealing with, y'all, he come upstairs and he couldn't get in the bedroom. He kicked the door down. He kicked that door down. When he kicked that door down, some kind of way, I ran around him. I ran out that door and I ran around him. When I ran around him, y'all, he turned around. When he turned around, he grabbed me. I was standing in front of the stairs of the apartment. Y'all remember I told y'all I ran upstairs. Behind me was the stairs. That man punched me so hard, I went rolling down those stairs to the bottom of the stairs. I fell down to the bottom of those stairs. Here this man come while I'm at the bottom of the stairs crying, screaming and crying. My 2 kids in the house. He come to the bottom of the stairs and he kicked me in my stomach. He kicked me in the back of my head. This man whooped me that particular day, y'all, until he got tired. He whooped me till he got tired. After that, y'all, I started talking to myself. Jackie, you didn't come this far to deal with this type of abuse. Y'all keep in mind now, I came from the streets, being grown, 16 years old, being disobedient, being disrespectful to my parents. I had come from the streets. I had experienced some things while I was in the streets before I met him. So why would I let somebody as bitter and somebody as angry as this fella take advantage of me? Y'all, I had to come back and regain who I was. I had to come back. And I had to come back, and I had to come back and get my pride back and get my respect back. I wasn't going to get it from him because it was too far gone. But I had to come back and realize who I am and the woman that I was trying to become, because I wasn't but 18. Y'all, I stayed there with this guy after that. I stayed there with him, but I had a game plan. I wasn't just there. I had a game plan. He didn't know I had a game plan, y'all. I had a game plan. Every dime that man gave me, I was saving it. Every dime he gave me, I was saving it. Going out here shopping, y'all, buying these shoes and these purses. No. I ain't want no purse no more. I ain't want no new shoes. I had a game plan. I got 2 children. I'm in an abusive relationship. I'm with a man that whoops me every time he think about he want to whoop me. I got to save my money because I'm getting ready to get out of this. That's what I did, y'all. Let me tell y'all about this particular night. And I'm gonna get off this string because I've been on here already 15, 16 minutes. But let me tell y'all this. One day, it wasn't no night, it was one day. My dad had called me over to his house because he wanted me to change out a light bulb or something Daddy did. So I goes to Dad's house to help Dad with the light bulb. Somebody pulls up outside and blows. My dad looked out the window and he said, "That's your old man." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Y'all, that was already messed up because you ain't coming in and talk to Dad. You ain't gonna come in and speak to Daddy. You gonna just, I knew something wrong already. You gonna just sit out in your car in front of my parents' house and blow? I knew something was wrong, y'all. So I went out there. When I went out there, he hooping and hollering and cussing, same old. Y'all, let me tell y'all what I did that particular night because I'm tired. That particular day, this is what I did. I left them 2 children. Y'all, they say I getting on my nerves. I left them 2 children of mine at my mom's and dad's house. I left them children at my parents' house. My mind was made up, y'all. By this time, I got a few dollars saved. I went home. When I went home, he already was cussing, acting a fool. So when I went home, he said, "Where my children?" He used to always call that other one he stood. "Where my children?" I said, "They all by mama." "Why you leave my MF children all by your mamas?" That man ain't cared nothing about them children, y'all. That was just a reason to pick up where he left off at with all the arguing and cussing and name calling. So when he said that to me, "Why you left them children over your MF, all that on me?" I told him, I say, "Them my MF children. I leave them where I want to leave. I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready. I told them my children. I leave them children where I want to leave. You don't care nothing about them children. Don't ask me where my children. Y'all, I'm ready." Y'all, that man's eyes got big as I don't know what when I went to talking that smack to him. One thing about it, y'all, I had went through too much with him. I felt like he had done me wrong. I felt like he was taking advantage of me by whooping on me. I felt like he was taking advantage of me by disrespecting me, calling me out my names, and I wasn't nothing but good to him. I felt like he had taken advantage of me. I felt like he was doing those things to me because he could. So I was going to put a stop to it. Y'all, I walked out the door to get in my car. I took my time. Because I knew he was coming. I took my time. I knew he was coming. And I walked out the door and I sat in my car and I crunked my car up. Y'all, he on the other side of my car door. On my side, the driver's side, I had the window down. That man was calling me all kind of bees and trying to reach up in there to get the keys out the ignition and trying to hit me. He was trying to hit me. Y'all, I threw that car in reverse because I'm parked in front of my apartment. So I can't go forward, because I'll go in the park. So I threw it in reverse. I threw that car in reverse, y'all. And some kind of way I grabbed a hold to him. He got hung on the car. Some kind of way. And I drugged that man all through the apartment complex. Then I got to the end of the road to come out the apartment complex to actually get on the road. And I drug him, y'all. I drug him maybe about 4 or 5 feet. It wasn't that far, but I drug him all through that bumpy. We didn't have pavement. We had rocks. coming out of our apartment complex. And I drug him all down through there, y'all. Drugs knocked so much skin off him. He was hospitalized. He was in the hospital over 3 weeks. He was begging me to come up there and see him. I ain't gonna lie, I did. I went to see him. But y'all know what? I went to see him to make sure that he was gonna live. I didn't go see him because I wanted to be with him like the last time that we done had these problems. I didn't go see him on account of that. I went to see him this time because I know I was gone. I'm going to tell y'all what made up my mind. So if you got children out here that's going through anything, the children are still listening to y'all. Y'all parents, they listening. Because I'm going to tell y'all what made up my mind to actually leave this fellow alone. I went to my dad's house after that happened. I was very, very upset. I was panicking. I was scared. I had never been in trouble with the law. I was scared. I was panicking. I was upset. And I said, Daddy, I think I killed, I don't want to call no name. I said, Daddy, I think I killed such and such. He was like, Jackie, my dad always called me Jacqueline. He said, Jacqueline, what are you talking about? I said, we ain't got to fighting. I had never told my dad that this fella fights me. He said, what? I said, Daddy, we had got to fighting, and I tried to leave, and he was trying to jump in the car, and I made a mistake and drug him. My dad say, where is he at? I said, I left him back there, down the road back there, over by our apartment. I left him in the streets. Y'all, my daddy then got in his vehicle, and I was on the passenger side, and we back trailed me. We went back to where, like, we was going to my apartment. When we got almost to my apartment, you all, there was ambulance, police officers, directed traffic. It was some of everything out there. I went home with my parents. My dad said, Jacqueline, we're going to sit and we're going to wait. And if he's all right, he going to call you. He said, we're not going to the police department. We're not going to say any of that. And y'all, thank God that we didn't go to the police department, because he never really told the truth about what happened to him. He told them that he was walking and somebody must have didn't see him and they hit him with the car. That's the story he told them. So he never told the police, the hospital. He never told these people the truth about what had happened to him. So y'all, after that, he got well. Like I say, he was in the hospital for about 3 weeks. I went to go see him. He called my phone. I heard from him maybe the next day. I went to go see him. I just smiled, made him think that everything was okay. While he was out the apartment, while he was gone, I packed up all of my things and I moved. I didn't want to take a chance if a person had lived in your home for 30 days, that's part of theirs. I didn't want to take a chance of any of that. My mind frame, y'all, had gotten so bad to that I knew if I don't go ahead and move out, I was going to hurt him. He started it, but I was going to hurt this man, y'all, because there's no way I was going to keep letting this guy whoop me. He wasn't going to keep whooping on me. I was going to hurt him. So I had to go ahead and leave. But this is what really made me leave, y'all. My dad said to me, he said, Jacqueline, when I got back to his house, I was sitting at the dining room table. He said, Jacqueline, y'all been fighting. How long had y'all been fighting? I said, Daddy, ever since the first 2 years was good, but after that, probably about 6 or 7 months, we just started fighting and just ugly and hooping, hollering, cussing, disrespectful. And he said, you say fighting, you been putting your hands on him? I said, no, I never put my hands on him. He said, he been whooping on you? I said, yes, sir, he had. He said, Jacqueline. He said, Jacqueline, if you ever go back to this guy, I would disown you as my child. He said, I love you to death. And I know my dad loves me. I know that, there's no doubt. My dad was so hurt to know that I had experienced what I experienced. Kept it quiet. Didn't tell nobody. Almost killed this guy. My dad was so hurt that his daughter had endured that. My dad said, if you ever went back, I would have to disown you as my child. He said, Jacqueline, if I never said anything to you that I mean, he said, I mean this. Y'all got a kid together. If I ever he said, if I ever find out this guy's spending the night with you, if I ever find out that you is having any kind of relations with this guy again, I am going to disown you as my child. He said, you let today be the last day that you even look at that man like that. Meaning, it's over with. I knew, y'all, it was over with. I knew anyway before my dad had spoke it to me and told me what he told me. I knew that it was over with because I endured too much. I was going to hurt him. I was really going to hurt him. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get off this string because this video is already 25 minutes long. Y'all, if y'all enjoy receiving chit chats and story times of my life, because I got something for y'all. If y'all enjoy listening to these little sit down chit chats, I want you all to comment down below that y'all want to hear more of my story times and more of my chit chats of my life. Also, I want to say this before I go. If there's a young lady, a young man, whoever might be enduring some things that they know it's not right. If you know it's not right, y'all, get out of it. Get out of it. Make a way to get out of it. Don't be like me. Don't stay because you were scared you weren't going to be able to support your children. Leave. I don't care if y'all, excuse me, I don't care if y'all just bought a brand new house together. Leave. Leave. Your life is worth more than a new car. Your life is worth more than those $400-500 he was giving me every time he whooped me to make up to me. Your life is worth more than that, child. If you in a relationship and it's physically abusive, mentally, verbally, who deserves to be abused in any kind of way? He wouldn't have done his mother the way he did me. He wouldn't have spoke to her the way he spoke to me. He wouldn't have called out her names. He wouldn't have put his fist upside her head. He wouldn't have kicked her in the stomach. Ladies and men, because there's some men out here that's letting these women abuse them too. Get out of it. Y'all let them go to hell. Because guess what? In order for them to do somebody like that, it's something that done went on in their lives that has them so miserable. And women, don't be like me. Don't think that you can fix them. We can't. They were screwed up before we met them. And they still, 9 times out of 10, screwed up. They were screwed up before we met them. Y'all, I was bitter, very bitter about this for a long time. I was bitter. But after I got myself situated and got away from this guy, and keep in mind, y'all, I got a little one by him now. So I still had to see him and deal with him because I little one. But after about 2 or 3 years, I realized that, Jackie, that's your past. You went through that. You shouldn't have, but you did. Being grown. 18 years old, I supposed to be just graduating high school. I supposed to be going to prom. I supposed to be living the life. But no, all of this goes back to being grown. I'm being grown. I got 2 babies. I'm doing what a grown woman was doing. So, some grown women, they take them whoopings the men put on them. There's consequences that come with being grown in these streets. And unfortunately, I was one of them that had to deal with the consequences. But y'all, if you're in a situation, get out of it. I can't stress that. I cannot stress that enough. I'm going to go ahead and get off you all stream. But like I said, if you all like to hear my sit down chit chat videos of my life, then I'm going to ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all, comment in the description box below that these chit chats are something that y'all enjoy and it's something that you wouldn't mind hearing more of. I'm going to ask that y'all thumbs up my video. Y'all don't forget to thumbs the video up, because when you thumbs the video up, that lets me know and lets YouTube know that you all are enjoying my videos. And I'm going to also say share my video out, y'all. Y'all already know who I want y'all to share this video with. Share it with your mama, share it with your daddy, share it with your sister, share it with your brother. Y'all already know. I don't care who y'all share this video with. Y'all share this video with somebody. I'm going to say to you all, have a blessed day. Keep God first, y'all. At that time, y'all, I didn't know God. But that's another sit down chit chat. I didn't know God. Keep God first, y'all. In anything you do, put God first. I'm going to have to say to you all, thank you all for watching my videos. Thank you all for subscribing to me. Welcome all my old subscribers. Welcome all my new subscribers and all my old subscribers that's been rocking with me. Thank y'all for keep coming back, and thank y'all for y'all support. I got to say to you all, bye for now.